how is everyone doing? Let's start wrecking through this. Big shout out to Mojo, our opponent, representing. I'm not even gonna try because I'm gonna end up saying something. You saw their name. Oh, surprise, surprise. They have all the GLs. Let me guess. They have all of them. Yep. Their side fleets exist. That's all you need to know. You all sound almost as tired as me. It's not actually tiredness that you're hearing right now, although I am tired. I've only gotten about 8 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. But what you're hearing is actually me being sick. But regardless, though, we're gonna keep going. Oh my. Where's that? Where is that? I need to start using this just because I think it's hilarious. Here we go.
Oh my goodness!
Oh. No GLs on the top wall?
Okay. Just basic again.
What is that sound? Where is it coming from? Get out of here. Phil, I love you. Get out of here. You filthy, filthy man. Heck yeah, Astro. That's what I like to hear. Hey, Noble, what up? Good to see you. A bit of a dilemma. My guild wants 12.5 million from each member. Go switch to a different guild. And push for Hondo. I don't know what your account looks like, Andro. Not off the top of my head. If you're a very endgame account, I mean, you can push for Hondo if you want, and you're going to be able to get that 12.5 for them. So they're just going to have to deal with it. But, like, Relic 9ing the clones will get you 2 Relic 9 scores. I don't know. Any guild pushing for 12.5 million, unless everyone in the guild is, like, endgame accounts, I think is just silly. Okay, in that area, then yeah. Either way, I think you're going to be fine. Relic 9 clones is not a bad thing to have. Going for Hondo is going to do the same thing. I don't see a point. Very nice, Con Warlock. So we haven't actually... Dude, guys... It is a miracle. We found a JML with the Hodacron. This is the first time since, like, the first week of this cron that we've seen it on the team it's supposed to go on. Like, it's beautiful, guys. It's literally beautiful. I love it. I love this gift he's given us. I don't know what rock this guy's been living under, but call him Patrick Star because he's been living under a rock. Meg yelled from a retiring officer. What's next? DSR cron with a crew lead. That'd be wild. Okay, name your guys' Wonga. Which Wonga do you guys want? Wonga 1, 2, or 3? I'm actually a little scared about this because this is very high relic, so I have no idea if this is actually going to work. Wonga 3. That was so incredibly close.
does not make you intelligent.
No, I don't think he likes you at all.
Power greater than any.
I'm no longer worried, guys. I love this cron. I love this cron. Kill him. Yeah, the gold hasn't taken me yet, Zai, although today's probably the worst so far. I'm hoping today is the worst and that we come out of it tomorrow. I'm hopped on a lot of drugs. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Guys.
Make you intelligent.
No, I don't think he likes you at all.
Can we?
Power greater than any.
I have something stupid that I want to do. How interested are you guys in taking a 5-minute editing adventure to make something silly for a singular battle, which we'll probably do this battle often enough and fight this team often enough, but we would be making a screen specifically for fighting this character. Okay, it sounds like you guys are down for a 5-minute adventure. So we're going to take a 5-minute editing adventure. Do we have something that's higher? That's a little bit higher res. Is there anyone that's a little higher than that? This looks worse. Yeah, that looks like it's recorded on TV. That doesn't look great. Yeah, I think that's the one we're going with. It's just this one right here. Okay, so this is the one we want. Okay, I'm gonna go definitely not do something weird, like rip this. I was gonna say, I feel like my volume's a little too loud. Okay, where's my video editing software? I've gotten a little irrational about this, guys. I gotta be honest. Fellow Doug fan, time to see if this 5-minute editing adventure turns out like the 5-minute coding adventures or not. I promise it's not gonna be 10 hours. We're not looking for a 5-hour stream here where 3 hours of it is us editing. Okay. Okay. Change. Let's see. We're going to want to edit. We're going to zoom. So that way it's full screen. We're going to get in right here. And we'll cut it to right there. And then cut it to right there. And then we don't need the audio for it. Here, let's see what Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take this and we're going to go speed change. We'll do 200 times. Okay. Perfect. And then with that speed change, that means we need to throw in the removal of that. And now we have a little clip of Joe Castanew getting absolutely bodied. We can now add that to render queue. We'll just throw in downloads and we're going to name it Joe Casta Poo. Okay. And now we're going to do duplicate, but name this one Joe Casta Poo. Okay. Now we've got this one, and then we've got this one. And now on this one, the only thing we're going to do is we're going to like that. Actually, what if we just go full size? I think we'll go full size. Yeah, let's go full size again. And we'll just cut out the corners. What do you guys think? I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. So now what we can do here, we have to duplicate this a couple times. But we can add in a media source. Create new. And this is going to be... So we in downloads, Joe Casta Poo. Where's Joe Casta Poo? We forgot to hit render. Let's render. Add render queue, render all. Okay, it's rendered. And we'll minimize that. That'll give us a Joe Casta Poo file. And there it is. Beautiful. We have a Joe Casta Poo file. Now we go properties. And... Okay. And now we can just like that, and now we need to take all of those sources and we need to move them down to right there, and that'll put me in front. Okay. And now Screen capture. We're gonna it's this button. Yep. And then we're gonna do it on that side too. We're gonna hold on, go back to full size. We're gonna get this just right. Hold on. We actually have it slightly wrong. There we go. You have tuned into us making our "We Hate Jocasta New and we hope she dies every single time" channel. I am wasting a Lord Vader here just to do this today. Like, this is literally the entire point of this, is just to make it canonical and have a screen where we can make Jocasta die. That's all this is. And so we'll have our regular screen, so we're playing any other battle, but when it comes to Jocasta New, she deserves something special.
If you would join us.
Hey, Violet Voidborn coming up to
Oh,
18
neat.
months.
What up, Rabbit? What am I witnessing? Also, I got GK to R9, unlocked Leia, and now I need to get gas to R9.
Very nice. That's a lot of Relic 9s. Congratulations on the Leia. Okay. This might be throwing the GAC. It entirely could be by using this team. I don't care. We are destroying this Jocasta. I genuinely don't care. Jocasta Poo's going down. Where's the song? We need My New Empire in here right now.
Someday I will be. Someday I will be. I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
Gone. Suck it, Jocasta. You don't deserve to be here.
I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them.
I don't care if this is a waste of a GL. It is worth it to watch Jocasta
Not
die.
just the men, but the women and the children too.
Cannot tell you how much I despise that freaking character, dude. Sweet, full banner win.
Pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Thank you for your service, Vader. I think you need help. I think everyone that thinks Jocasta New is cool in any way, shape, or form needs help. Screw Jocasta New. Sir, that was actually 6.5 minute coding adventure. Joke's on you, I wasn't coding at all. All I did was edit. So should I make Jocasta R9? Absolutely not. You guys are the reason I have a Relic 9 Jocasta and I hate it. Why do you hate Jocasta so much? I need to just like record myself railing about Jocasta so that way I can just play it for whoever asks about this. But she is literally the most pompous piece of crap that's ever existed. Her one and only phrase in Star Wars Episode 2 is just being a douche to Obi-Wan. She's the epitome of the hypocrisy that comes from the Jedi. She is a person who's like, ooh, the Jedi are everything. The Jedi are infallible. By the way, if it's not in the Jedi archives, then
$5 for a 5-hour editing adventure.
$5 for a 5-hour. We're not doing a 5-hour editing adventure, but you got your 5-minute one, and so I hope that's enough, Zai. Thank you for the $5, my friend. But like, she's literally a pompous piece of crap. Oh, the Jedi are infallible. If it's not in the archives, then it doesn't exist. And then on top of that, in Clone Wars, we get a little peek at her again. What does she do? Fails to find the assassin that's hiding in the temple, who's a shapeshifter, even though she works the archives and works with all of the Jedi, even the remote ones, because they have to come to the temple to access the archive. So she knows most of the Jedi by face and by personality, and yet she doesn't figure out the shapeshifter? No. Who figures out the
If it's not in the
shapeshifter?
archives, then it simply doesn't exist. Suck it, Kenobi.
Exactly. That's her one line. And then who figures it out? A 12-year-old, Ahsoka, figures it out. She couldn't even figure that out, even though she's the person that knows like everyone in the temple and all of the Jedi that go away, because she's the head of the library. She has to know these things. She interacts with these people because they come out of their way to come see her and the archives. And then on top of that, people are like, but she has a lightsaber gun. Yes, a lightsaber gun that was banned because it's against the Jedi Code. They don't believe in having weapons. There's a reason that we don't see lightsaber guns around. It was literally banned for that reason. And what does she do? She goes and she tries to murder some fools with a gun that's banned because she gets upset. That sounds like you're not having peace, Jocasta. That sounds like you're having some emotion, my friend. You are the worst, most hypocritical Jedi ever to exist. You're a sarcastic douche to Obi-Wan Kenobi. You suck, and I hope you always die. You've convinced me to join the Jocasta Hate Club. Thank you, Jimmy. But thank you once again for the $5, Zai. Oh, Asteroid Mech, you missed it. We did a 5-minute editing adventure. The important thing is you're not bitter. Exactly. We went on a 5-minute editing adventure, so now from now on, whenever we go up against a Jocasta new team, we have this. So this is now a thing anytime we go up against a Jocasta new team. It's a haters to lovers arc. If I ever get to that point, I hope one of you puts me out of my misery. No, she's not Trophy Hunter, and that's the problem. Is like she's also crap in the game. Like her team is good in Territory Wars, I guess. But like it's absolute garbage in Grand Arena. Like I literally spent $600 for this team and it's flaming trash. And I hate it so much. And I have a Relic 9 Jocasta new. It's like, what am I supposed to use this for? It doesn't get holds on defense. It barely does anything on offense. What is this for? I spent 4 Omicrons to get this team off the ground in GAC. No, we already have the Caracol fanfic. We're not making a Jocasta do fanfic. I need to talk to Theo about this and rage to Theo about how awful she is. Or better yet, I'll probably just ask Theo why Jocasta Nu's a terrible Jedi and have him explain it to me. And so then it'll be part of his like overall personality that he hates Jocasta Nu as well. Did you fill out your info on the DaVinci Resolve download? I didn't fill out, like, I think I used, like, Rabid Beaver kind of stuff. I don't think I use my real name or anything like that, Astro. You don't really need to fill out anything specific. It's not like they'll like revoke your license. It's a free software. Versus Mundi because he was a legit insane person. See, I've never understood the hate for Mundi, and I think it might be because someone's like read a comic or something, and then like Star Wars Theory did a video on it or something. Because like I literally in anything I've seen so far of Mundi, he's not a terrible person. Yes, he has a wife, so it's kind of hypocritical, but also his species is on the brink of extinction. So like I get it. I exceptions should be made in special cases. I don't understand the hate for Mundi. I do understand a hate for Mace Windu, especially in new canon. Old canon, Mace Windu wasn't bad. He was kind of a douche in certain cases, but like they leaned heavily into the douche in new canon, where like, you know, with the season 7 of Clone Wars and everything, like he's just a douche in everything that shows up. But Mundi, I'm just not feeling it as of everything I've read and watched up to now. So maybe there's something I missed. No, they don't, Astro. Just throw in whatever. If you're talking about your email address, go make an email address real quick, or use an alternate, or use a temp. Oh, okay. Mass war crimes during the Second Battle of Geonosis. To be fair, what Jedi hasn't? What Jedi hasn't? Like, there's... And that's also assuming the Geneva Convention exists in Star Wars, which it probably doesn't. Hey, troopers, welcome, welcome. Okay, I need to find a counter for this. Okay, we can get rid of Jocasta News getting stabbed by Anakin. We no longer need that. Okay, I haven't faced this since like the first week this is out, so does Sith Eternal still beat this? Oh gosh. See, Ponkrell and Dooku are well-written horrible Jedi. Where you're meant to hate them, you're meant to have that type of thing going there. Whereas, like, Windu, Jocasta, Mundi, Luminara, it's kind of an irrational hatred, where it's like, it's not quite justified, but it's still there, you know? Yay, ADP, welcome, welcome. I'm assuming that's ADP. I don't know. It glitched like a week ago, and I haven't been able to figure out how to fix it, ADP. Oh, I completely forgot to have this on here. There we go. Because I'm maintaining our Damathon incentives until such a time as I can actually finish the Damathon timer and roster reviews, which I just haven't had time because it's a holiday week. So we'll have it this weekend regardless, but until such a time as I can finish the Damathon timer, which is about 4 hours of roster review time, we will be continuing on our incentives for the Damathon. So I just had to add the $10 from Zai from today. Okay, so Sith Eternal works. Is there anything cheaper? I'm assuming not. I think that's the cheapest thing we're going to have here. Okay. Let's see. Sith Eternal. It seems like even Sith Eternal Wat Tambor still works. So let's just do that and call it a day. Oh no, my hatred of Luminara is justified. She's like the definition of not giving an F about anything. Everyone hates Luminara. She's as psycho as Mundi. The last time I heard anything about Luminara was... did anyone here read... I think it was called Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. It was part of like an unofficial trilogy. Because there was Labyrinth of Evil that's right before episode 3 and leads up to episode 3. And then there was the episode 3 novelization. And then there was Dark Lord, Rise of Darth Vader. And that happens right after episode 3. And he's chasing down Jedi. And one of them, I believe, is Luminara. I don't know how to read. Fair enough, Lady Geek. I get it. Beaver, you cheating on me with him? I listened to the audio. The audio of what, troopers? Hey, Camo. Complete window team or complete Leia farm. Both need about the same investment. Depends. Can you finish Windu in 3 weeks? Hey, great one. Welcome, welcome. I am chasing C3PO and Jedi Knight Luke. Hey, great one, Beaver. Very cool camo. Okay, so we're using Sith Eternal here. I really hope he doesn't have anything scary on the back wall because we're really quickly running out of GLs. Because I threw away our Lord Vader on a petty grudge. Sorry, not petty. Fully justified, and no one can argue with me grudge. I don't know why. Sure. I mean, yeah, go for it. Those are confused me. Did Luminara survive Order 66 or did the clones just preserve her body? I think she survived, it was imprisoned, and then died in prison. I think that's what they're alluding to in Rebels, but I don't know. Does Padme team work in the Order 66 raid? No, it does not. If you go to your roster and click the like the factions, you can bring it to the Order 66 raid, and it'll show you all of the teams that it has. Let's get this guy a song. What'd you throw Lord Vader at? Oh, we took it all in on the canonical way Jocasta Nu dies. And we had Lord Vader stab her through the chest. Hey, Anarchy, welcome, my friend. Luminar was the one that committed kill Rappa Traces. Parents okay with them, but then she didn't even apologize, said that the Force willed it, I guess. Interesting. But I have to gear it. I'm up with Jocasta and Ayla. So yeah, as I said, wait, his farm is done. I have to gear him up with Jocasta and Ayla. Overall, you're going to get a better return on investment out of that for the next year, and you can always get Leia right after that. So I'd probably go in and finish that up, AR. Talk about this GAC issue. Yeah, we can have you in. Depends on how long we have GAC, because I've got work in 8 hours and 20 minutes. So if we can finish GAC within the next 45 minutes, I can give you 10 minutes. But if we don't finish it within 45 minutes, I have to go immediately because I literally have slept 8 hours in the last 48 hours. I am dying and I have a cold. It is not good right now. So I'm going to try and get done with GAC in the next 45 minutes if that's possible. So by 30 on the next hour, 10:30 for me, I don't know what that would be for you, then absolutely we'll have you into a call. Cad Bane is 0 when they escaped. Oh, okay. Is there a way to build a Leia GL team without breaking up Phoenix or CLS? Of course. You can literally throw anyone into those last 2 slots. Good options are If you want to break up a Mon Mothma team, you can throw in Mon Mothma. If you don't want to break in a Mon Mothma team, Old Ben and Baze Malbus. You can also throw in Jin and Adrad. You could throw in Baze and any other rebel if you want to throw in like Captain Han Solo. Literally those last 2 slots are just open to throw in whoever you want. It's kind of like the Star Killer lineup, except that there is some better options with the Star Killer lineup. It's just kind of whoever you want for the light side line force user and the Jedi. But like Leia's very similar, where it's like, yeah, there are some better options, but it's not like insanely better. So kind of throw whoever you want in there. Okay, where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. Something, 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 something. My throat is actually on fire right now. Are you ignoring the fact that Lumina belittled Ahsoka, who literally became a better Jedi than her? I mean, everyone belittled Ahsoka. Oh, and technically, I mean, she's not a Jedi anytime after, you know, the episode in that area. So I don't know if I would consider her a better Jedi. A better Force user. Oh, I don't think we get another turn. We got another turn. There it is. Ah, done. 57 banners. Hey, GC Devil, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Oh, gosh. A dash team? A dash team? A dash team? I don't know. Everything feels overpowered for this. Like, everything in my account feels overpowered for this right now. Disagree, Asteroid. Jawas? I don't think Jawas can do this. Unfortunately, my Jawa Kron is on defense. Interesting. Okay, get ready of the Hodocron, and we are looking now for a dash, cash spendar with you and you. Oh, I don't want to break up teams. I can do that. Is there another one that's worth doing? Not really. Yeah, everything else feels expensive. We're gonna use Enoch here. Enoch! We don't Enoch it till we try it. Potency. Potency. Potency? Heal. 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 Director Krennic. I threw Director Krennic Kron on that Padme team that I just used. What in the damn nation is this? GAC? Does Ewoks actually work against this? I didn't actually look. That would be hilarious. That was rude. Stop stunning my characters, you jerks! Get rid of that shock. Have him assist. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kill them all. Dodge. Why? Eat them. 54%. 54%. 54 banners. Okay, what do we got? An Ahsoka and a Lord Vader. I was like, this seems too easy. The Ahsoka is going to be the problem. I think JML can beat this, though. I think JML with the Kron can beat this. This is an easy win with Mommy Mandalore. So we'll just do that. Oh, that's interesting. I was thinking that was the scary version, but it is not a scary version. Well, we don't have a Wampa for that. That's sad. But hey, we used Wampa to kill a Jabba, so I'll take that any day. Okay, so this has a go-to counter. So we use the go-to counter here. Old Republic. Go-to counter. Honestly, sure. Just get the extra crit damage. Boy, I love this team. I discovered this counter a week from your stream. Heck yeah, dude. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here that has a go-to counter? Okay, we're gonna next up our go-to counter here is going to be our Sith Triumvirate. You, and you. With yeah, let's give him potency. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know what counter did we just do, guys? Oh, Darth Revan with the Old Republic versus whoa. What happened to you, Savage? What the F was that? I'm so confused what just happened there. Yeah, Zalbar Omicron. Versus, Great Mothers. Give these guys a song. I need to start playing songs for you guys, even though we're going fast. No, don't play the Yoda song. Yep, there we go. Yeah, see, that time we're fine.
She will break you, your mind, your body. You will be lost. And I hate
You have so much extra potency. How are we not landing cooldown reductions?
All that drives you. That is your fault, not mine.
This should be played at high volume.
Yes, it does work versus Reva as well. Oh no, my headphones died. Naomi removed great from great mothers. Yeah, there you go.
Ignorance. I grow weary of this. I will protect
Oh, there you go.
myself from this foul-mouthed ruffian. I will make you see.
No air battle, no territory battle mission, garbage, divided, and farm. Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that's kind of sad, but it's nice to have a Ray Hezra counter in 5v5. Not what I wanted. That's what I want. This is a little overpowered, honestly. Use Bane, and Cad Bane against Trench. Oh my gosh, Bam just killed someone, guys. Okay. Sorry, I got a text from work. Had to check it.
What will happen now?
I swear on my name.
Would you say the new Jedi Vanguard team is on par or above Trench's performance?
Ancestors, that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore. And the words of the creed
Almost identical.
shall be forever.
I feel like that is
My
like
heart.
identical. Not just the men, but the women, the children too. Hey, Vanish, welcome, welcome. Don't vanish on me.
I have spoken.
Okay, let me check this real quick. Okay, good. I'm just waiting for a good part of the song to kill him at this point. Sorry, Bumfrey, to break it to you, but yeah, it's a Trench team. Just like Trench, in territory wars, they can kill a couple GLs.
You've lost everything. Mandalorians are weak once they lose their trinkets.
Mandalorians are stronger together.
Moff Gideon, you have something I want. You may think you have some idea what you are in possession of, but you do not. Soon, he will be back with me. He means more to me than you will ever know. I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion. If you want my armor, you'll have to peel it off my dead body. This is the way. I can bring you in warm.
Shut up, AR. I think they quote multiple Star Wars quotes. I mean, fair. Let's throw in that one. Trent will have a fleet eventually. Yeah, here's the hoping. Trent will have a Tarkin light glow up in 2070. Steelhawk, how dare you swear in my chats? Damn, DAM for the Beaver Dam. Guy who has 5 GLs but none on defense. Thought I was cruising into full clear until I exposed a 6-star executor. Oof, Steelhawk. Work on your fleets, dude. Why is his Hezra on Glat? Who knows, dude? Who knows? Are we blind? Deploy the garrison. I gotta remember how to use this team. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
I think we have it.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Fulfill your destiny. Take your father's place at my side.
I'll never turn to the dark side.
So be it, Jedi.
I warn you not to underestimate my power.
Obi-Wan has fought you well.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Now it's all just a matter of getting through her. Should be an easy dub at this point. I'm not gonna go for the extra banners. I just want to get through this battle. We need to go to bed. Done.
I warn you not to underestimate my power.
Gonna make Zephyr on the 15th. Build some executor counters, bro. Can Empire or First Order be a 6-star Leviathan? First Order, no. Empire, yes, if it's the right lineup. But like you probably don't have the lineup. I'm gonna be honest.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
Second special, third special, second special, third special.
My son.
Your overconfidence is your weakness. Weakness.
Your faith in your
You mean-
friends is yours.
What? Second, third.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Is that enough to get back to it? I don't think that's enough to get back to it.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
The Mando and Grogu moves are pointless because we know that they're going to survive and be alive for the other movie. I'm just saying, Star Wars Episode 2 is a pointless movie.
Like my father.
So was Empire Strikes Back. Anakin, control your insolence. The Count is trying to... I have the ships. Do you have all the ships, Michael? Like, are you talking like you have a relic Iden and you have... Do they have Sith? Basically, the answer is, do they have Ty Dorito in the opening lineup? Because if so, then the answer is no. If they do have, if they have Sith Fighter instead, then you're golden. But if you have like the full thing, you can do the Executrix counter. But the Executrix counter is, I don't like it. It's rough. Space Strikes Back is the most overrated Star Wars movie. Heavy disagree. And Episode 2 is the most glorified piece of garbage I've ever watched. Am I the only one to not consider Razor Crest a conquest unit? It's not. It really isn't. They don't treat it like it's a conquest unit. You can find it in other places, like the Fleet Arena store. Originally, we thought all conquest units was going to be that way. So, control your... Gosh. Okay, we got... I don't know what we're going to throw against Trench just yet. Next scariest thing is Fenzori. What was that counter we used the other day, guys? Oh, I remember what the counter was. Does anyone else remember what the counter was? Because I remember what the counter was. Ooh, there was another one. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, which one are we feeling, guys? Which one are we feeling today? Are we feeling this? Or are we feeling our Gear 12 Great Mothers? I think both of these are automatic win. I'm Waxer. He's Boyle. Ugh. I love the quotes. Keep 'em coming, vanish. Pirates versus Trudge. Dude, my pirates are garbage. I'm not going for Hondo. Wasn't there incest in Empire Strikes Back? Like, bruh. Wasn't there a scene where Padme puts on the skimpiest clothing she's worn in like the entirety of the show and goes, "No, Annie, I don't want to be with you. Not a single part of me wants to be with you." He's heavy on terrifying. Dude, Scythe is just when they nerfed the Scythe, they nerfed it into the ground. Everything focuses down the Scythe now, and it's awful. Well, that's the first one I saw, but my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite as well. I love Empire Strikes Back. Jedi Master Pointless, yeah. Want to see Mace actually? Okay. You're basically calling Empire Strikes Back that weird scene. Use Mace so you can use it. Yeah, fair. Okay, Mace Windu it is. Okay. I'm really enjoying this. Is this a meme counter? No, this is... oh, were you talking about the Night Sister? The Night Sister was... I was letting you guys choose which lead you wanted to go with. That was not me saying I was going to use both of them. That was just me going, yeah, we could use this, essentially. This should still work. Especially because we're technically just like... So the counter, the weakest ally gains 20% turn meter for every light side ally. So they're going to get 60% turn meter. Temple Guard Omicron. At the start of battle, if all allies Galactic Republic Jedi, inflict captive on the weakest enemy. So literally this Datacron is not even there when we're going up against this. So... But I say she loves Anakin is one of the worst acted scenes. Oh, I love it. I kind of want to just go for Resistance Hero Finn and get him out while he's captive. Honestly, yeah, let's do it. Get some doubt out there. Get some ability block out there. Clear off all those wonderful buffs that they all have going for them. Okay, he's dead now. On to the next one. Easy dub. Okay, I'll finish this farm. I mean, I don't even know if that works in 5v5, I'm going to be honest. But hey, it works in 3v3. Okay, next up, scariest team. Let's do this one. I've been having a lot of fun with this counter. So let's have some fun. This beat is sick. Let's throw that in there. The Emperor's coming here. Bro, has anyone watched that scene where Vader comes off the shuttle with like the sexy music playing? Anyone know what I'm talking about?
That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things heading this way.
That was pretty funny.
God's demand. His life belongs to me now. Be gone with him!
I'm unsure what just happened. Again, I'm unsure what just happened. I don't understand a single part of this counter or why we just suddenly slap like a freight train. I've never understood how this counter works. I'd have to go through with like someone else's reading glasses because I don't use reading glasses and like go through and comb these kits with a fine-toothed comb because like I have no idea why we just suddenly one-tapped Moff Gideon. I don't.
Do something big doo-doo this time.
Check your Discord DMs. I think Turple hit for 1 billion damage. There ain't no way. One, two, three. That's 1,000. 1, 2, 3. That's 10 million. It's not a billion, but that is 10 million damage. Right? 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 10 million damage. Hey, Desi, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, life's treating me well. I mean, I'm sick, and I've only slept 8 hours in the last 48 hours. But, like, we just dealt 10 million damage to frickin' Mob Gideon. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening in this counter. I gotta do it. Troopers, I'm sorry, but I gotta.
You're gonna.
The most riveting choreography and interesting lightsaber fight. As we wave our lightsabers around in front of our face to get some glow stick lighting here, even though we're not touching lightsabers like at all. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it. I cringe every time I watch this scene, just because it's literally them waving a lighting stick around in front of their face. They're like, we don't want to write the choreography for this scene. We're just going to wave some lights in front of their faces and call it good. One of my favorite things in Attack of the Clones. You know, the clones who act like they're definitely just animators in costumes and have no idea how to fight. Like, it's fantastic. I love it. I'm changing my stream title. This is war. It's true, Con Warlock. You are correct. That is the only time like lightsabers actually throw light in anything in the prequels, because you know it wasn't until the sequels they started using lighting effects. Do I have a thing for you? Glow sticks. Oh no. Is this Gandalf being delayed at the rave? Because that is one of my favorite memes I've ever seen. The power of one glow stick, the power of two glow stick, the power of many wavy arm swings. Asajj and Obi-Wan versus Maul and Savage is solid Vanish. You're not wrong. That one is fire. I don't think that one gets as much love as it deserves. That's for sure. Trench, Obi-Wan. That, oh gosh, that hurt my throat. I don't know why I did that. I regret everything right now. I'll just go Sith Empire. Wow, not a single fear. Beautiful. Not a single fear. Oh, I love it. Thanks, CG. You're my favorite. No acolyte tunes in Swigo. Yeah, I think that's why we still haven't seen or why we rather not still haven't seen, but why we saw the pirates so early, I think, is because acolyte content was next and it got scrapped. Don't they wave the sabers around because they have precognition? No. That all happens in the background. You go and watch a single one of the lightsaber fights in any of the movies, and you show me a moment besides that one we just watched, and the little weird flurry that both Anakin and Obi-Wan do in that one fight to show off to each other. Those are the only two times you ever see something like that. And they're always hitting each other's lightsabers, and they're always attacking and blocking. Like, that doesn't happen. That's not a precognition thing. It's just a lazy, like, choreography thing. Oh, gosh. I'll find you on Discord and send it for your later viewing pleasure. The Jedi Party. Okay. Sounds good, Desi. His stream title is just "Here's some go takes." Lol. Go for it, dude. If your sharpest weapon in doing a Swago take battle is that Attack of the Clones, the worst dialogue movie and the worst overall, like, oh yeah, animation and everything like that, where it's just like, oh yeah, we're not mixing any of the we're not mixing any of the practical effects with actual CG. We're just going full on CG. All the animators are going to be the ones that do the clones, so they don't know what they're doing. All that's your best argument. Go for it. Like, I'll accept it. Throw the shade. Love to hear it. Sure. You know what? Trench doesn't deserve Bane. How dare Trench assume that he deserves a Bane? We're gonna throw Inquisitors instead against him. Dang, Trench, you you scared me there. Oh, you almost survived the opening play. Oh. Now this is a conquest unit. Come on, buddy. Go ahead and take a turn. Good job. Who's your good boy? It's you. Bye-bye. Okay, all done. GL 900-year-old Kiadi Mundi. I mean, where are you getting the 900-year-old? Acolyte was 100 years before episode 1. Banff seems to be similar to when he came out. Maybe we'll get a Banff lifter via rote. Maybe. I'm hoping, but like we already have a Conquest lifter and it's still garbage, which is just depressing. I don't know. Sith, Dooku, just go. I smell profit. Dang, Dooku over here soloing. Almost full banners on that one. Gosh, what are we going to use here to give us the edge? Where's our Star Killer? Oh, we have Maul, don't we? Hold on. We have a Maul in here somewhere. Let's just give it all the toys. And where's that 140%? 140% crit damage. Here we go. Here we go. Can we kill him in one hit? I don't think we can. No, we can't. Okay. Can we kill him in one hit, though? Oh, sad. Almost got him. Almost got him. You know what's funny is this, what is this called again? The Provoked is actually causing us to just build up stacks faster. So it works out fairly well. Because now we can just sit here and we can just boop, boop, boop. What? I tried to let this guy cook. I'm so confused. Is anyone else as confused as I am? Anyone?
It's a complicated profession. Hunting is a complicated profession. It's a complicated profession. I would like to see the baby. Baby. I would like to see. I would like to see the baby. Baby. I would like to see.
This is so dumb.
It's a complicated profession. Hunting is a complicated profession. Baby is a complicated profession.
I don't even know if I want to take in a reinforcement. It's on me if this doesn't work. Let's go. Dude, they're literally, like, not even doing damage. I'll take a 77 banner win. I will take a 77 banner win. This is so dumb. I don't even know what I want to do here, dude. What's gonna give us the best, like... okay, hold on. I'm gonna say this. A 2-man is even 100%. I don't want to risk a 2-man. We're just gonna do this and call it a day. I think this has no problems whatsoever. Didn't Boba Fett, who was hyped in Empire Strikes Back? He was actually never hyped. That was the thing about Boba Fett, is that the Star Wars community just randomly latched onto him. Literally no hype. Like, he showed up in a parade before the movie came out in his armor, and everyone loved him and was like, this character's so interesting and cool. Literally, there was no hype for it. There was zero. They, like, did not hype the character up at all. Yeah, we could have 2-manned this. I'm not bringing that out. Just... $75 banners. Goodness gracious, this guy handed me a win on a silver platter, dude. A 2066. Oh my gosh. Bro handed me that win. Absolutely just was like, you know what? I want you to have this win. I want you to feel good. Yes, I have 10 minutes, troopers. Interesting. I will take a look at that later, Desi. Because I finished with exactly 45 minutes in. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Hello there.
Hello there. I'm gonna let those comments slide about Attack of the Clones. I'm just gonna let those slide because we're here for Swigo, so I'll handle that on my own time. But overall, I think the GAC thing, I can just see it in people that, like, it's just getting so stale and dry and boring. And then for the higher end players, like what you guys were talking about, I think it's very apparent that it's not, like, because everyone has the same rosters, basically. Everyone has all the characters. It's basically who wailed more on Datacrons, right? And I think that's just an annoying aspect, which is why in my video, I'm not sure if you had the chance yet. I know you're busy, but...
No, I haven't been able to catch up on yours or... someone else also posted one. The Three Scoundrels talked about it in their podcast. I need to go check out theirs too.
But I said that a fun thing to do would be seasons, but only for Kyber.
Okay.
So where it's like seasonal bonuses within only Kyber. So only Kyber characters experience it. So like maybe Imperial Remnants get a bonus. And like they'll have like increased stats, or you get bonus banners from using them, right? Because everyone's all about banner pinching, stuff like that, right? Which
Yeah.
If you do that, then you have like a season like during Halloween, like October, Night Sisters and Imperial Remnants get, let's say, if you use a full Night Sister team anywhere, then you get plus 10 bonus banners, like in addition to like the free 10 banners you get, right? Because then that would incentivize people to use more of their roster. Night Sisters, who is a team that has fallen off, it would be a fun and interesting way to see that happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just think that would spice up the meta and all of that. But,
yeah, I think that there needs to be something to spice up the meta. They tried the seasonal bonuses way back when, and then Datacrons essentially is the paid-for version of it. Arnold made a video about it, because like that was way before my time when they did the seasonal bonuses for Territory War. Way back in the day. But I honestly wouldn't mind it coming back, especially for Kyber. But I don't know if CG's ever willing to do that, just because they've already monetized it with Datacrons. And
well,
like we buy into it.
I'm gonna say that as well. So that's why in my proposition, like I thought long and hard. I did research and all that, everything. I put more effort into this video than I ever put in anything. So I mean, like, I think it would be interesting because usually in, like, with Kyber, you're already dealing with the big accounts. You're dealing with people who have everything, right? So it's not like, oh, I have Night Sisters at Gear 1 level. Like, if you're in Kyber, you have Night Sisters probably at a low relic at least, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, it'd be those niche teams that have fallen out of the meta. And then like they get bonuses, and then CG rewards you because it's like, oh, we need to calculate our exact banners. You know how the people are. Shout out to what's his name, Zareth, and them. Love them. They're the smart guys. We scream at the screen and hope for the best. So
Yeah.
But I just think bringing that aspect to diversify the roster, you can still put in the big teams. You're gonna want the new flashy toys. But to incentivize those top end players to get some use out of those characters that have been pushed to the wayside, I think that'd be very interesting.
Yeah, I wish that like they'd stick to the Jawa style of like, of the focus Datacrons, because like the Jawa Datacron I love, the Wampa Datacron I love, but like these Darkside Ray and that type of thing, because like honestly they always pitch Datacrons as exactly what you're talking about, and I just think that it needs to kind of come back to that to make it feel good. That's what it really feels like to me.
And to add on, because I know you don't got a lot of time, is a quick touch again for those of your viewers that missed it, is again the Relic 3 gating of the bonus drops. Again, I brought it up again on my stream the other day. Some people still weren't aware of it because they missed it in my video and stuff. I think that's just showing how deep they're going from the Datacrons being pay to win, making bonus drops pay to win. It just seems like with the episode pass, with all those rewards and resources being pay to win, it just seems like this. There's not a lot of player engagement focus. It seems as if they're gating more and more content behind that paywall, which, as you made very clear in your video, yeah, you can get a Relic 3 character at 5 stars. That's great, but you're still flushing out gear that you didn't want to have to flush out. You're still flushing out those low relics that a lot of people, especially in the mid-early game, they rely on those relics because they don't have a nice stash of them. So, I just think that's a little scummy on their behalf, because that's happening next week. I think that's that's next week. A week from today is when the bonus drops start, and you need the first 4 pirates at Relic 3. Like, I just don't know. Do you think like that's gonna be the new norm? That's the new narrative they're gonna push to even more incentivize people to get these era battle characters, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think the double drop or the bonus drops where they're doing this Relic 3 is definitely just them incentivizing. Same with like the era battles and everything. It's definitely like the go-to, like we're trying to increase the FOMO And so they're definitely doing that on purpose and trying to push that direction.
Beaver, take that off your screen. Take that off your screen.
This is like
Beaver,
the third website I've brought up, by the way.
Beaver, I swear. Beaver, I'm trying to have a civil conversation about Swiggo. I'm trying to be professional because it's your stream. And you're just pulling this baloney. I'm going to keep it PG. This baloney when I'm trying to have a serious conversation about Swiggo, the state of the game, catching up with you because I know you're tired. And then you pull this BS on me. Oh, Attack of the Clones, frequently the worst Star Wars movie. No, we're not. No. No, I tried to be professional. I am so tired of this. I'm going to talk about how Luke was getting trashed from the freaking wall thrown at him for 2 minutes straight. Lord Vader decided to play hide and seek with him. And then, Lord Vader gets a little scratch on his shoulder. Screaming, really? Like, I'm so... No. And then, Boba Fett, drop your weapons. I love you. Oh, I know. What do you mean you know? What do you mean you know? Are you force sensitive, Han? Is there something we need to know? Is there a lore that we don't understand? Like, oh, I know. Like, that's your last words? Like, come on.
So yeah, I do think that CG's making some stupid decisions. They're definitely gatekeeping the bonus drops.
Yeah, go ahead and all those. No, I was sitting in the chat. I didn't say any bad words. I was respectful. I respect your channel and everything. And you're just I bring up valid points now that we're in a call, and you're just gonna blaze over the fact that Han's apparently force sensitive, knowing how Leia feels, and then she kisses him and she looks at him to me. Oh, how does that make you feel when it's your brother? Like, don't even get me
from the music of Star Wars Episode 2, which is heavily reminiscent of Harry Potter because he was working on both projects at the same time, which means he couldn't actually put his full effort into it, and makes them sound both similar, so there's not actually original music, to the dialogue of I hate sand and everything else about that movie when it comes to dialogue, because, you know, obviously it wasn't fully George Lucas's fault. He was trying to get someone to do it, but, you know, hey, people wanted to let it be his vision, and so he kind of got screwed out of it. To all of the animation, yeah, certainly it's 30 years newer, but like Leia. Then also they literally act like the most fake thing in the world.
Yeah, what else can we have besides R2? Yeah, let's just drop some boxes on him and everything. Yeah, why not? You know, let's just have Luke go around, run like a little crybaby to get absolutely mollywopped and have a little peekaboo hide and seek little gathering with his daddy on Bespin. Yeah, that's really engaging. That's really fun. Oh, Luke, did you find me? Good job. Do you want a cookie? Here, take this thing from the wall. I'm gonna smack you with it.
Madness, I honestly don't know if that's true, because I feel like I've seen more memes of Episode 3 than I have of Episode 2. But I do think it's probably Episode 3.
I dare them to trash Episode 3.
No. We were talking about Episode 2 has the best memes. I do think that Episode 3 and Episode 2 are probably the top. Top 3 is probably Episode 3 first, Episode 2 second, and probably Episode 8 third. Is probably the 3 most memed of the Star Wars movies.
I would say. I would say Episode 1. The memes that have gone around of Darth Maul. Oh my. With Maul just like crawling, like, yeah, and we saw in Robot Chicken where it's just his legs are falling down. Half a second later, he's falling down.
Okay, so really quick, troopers, I've got several people in the chat asking, can we get your chair's opinion on whether or not Clone Wars or Star Wars, you know, the Clone Wars or Episode 5 is better?
If we're going, okay, so they want the chair. Okay.
Yeah, they want the chair.
I'm gonna say this right now. The chair's a little occupied because I just grabbed my lighter and it's currently getting burned. So it's a little occupied. I'm turning him into Anakin at the moment, doing a cosplay for him. So. We can't really do that, but in my humble opinion, There is not one single movie, not even Revenge of the Sith, not one single Star Wars project can compare to Clone Wars. Never will. Nothing will ever touch that because there is more character development. We learn how Kenobi is a more well-developed and understood character than Luke will ever be, because Luke can go ahead and kick rocks for all I care and go ahead and project himself and look like he's taking a dump on a massive freaking rock on Octu for all I care. But all jokes aside, last thing that I do want to ask you and discuss with your chat before you, like you were saying, before you try to deflect my response. What are you thinking, honestly, about your channel? I was saying we're going to do a video, but I think I might as well do it here because I know you're a busy guy and I'm about to start working. What is 2 things that you hope to see from this big update? And then I'll give my 2 and then we're done.
The 2 big things that I'm really hoping for is some fix towards progression for that area that we are talking about, the level 85 to the to like Chromium area. That area is just so rough for free-to-play players, and like not everyone can afford to spend money. I mean, you look at like Brazil's go-to games are gacha games because they're free. They can't afford games, their economy is too poor, and so they play gacha games. And so like I think that there's a large amount of people that they could get into in Brazil and get into this game if they were to just simply fix that hole. But like as Gerbil says, like he can't even suggest the game to people because people just hit this point where it's like, this isn't fun, this isn't entertaining, because we're just getting stomped. And so I think some solvent to the progression there, which with the fact that they're still working on the new player experience, I like to think that that's coming up. So I'm hoping some level of change to progression in that sense is going to be on the way, whether it's more shards for older characters or what have you. But something's coming is what I'm hoping. And then the other part is I wouldn't mind it. I don't want it. I wouldn't mind it though if they did do like a Red Star sort of thing, as long as it's not like, you know, pay to win kind of thing. But I wouldn't mind a Red Star type of dealio to just kind of increase things. Just because we have a lot of end game players that are leaving, and I don't want to see players leaving. That's like the big thing for me right now, is not so much that I want to enjoy the game, just because I know that like I'm going to continue to enjoy this game regardless. Hi, Mara. And with the ship meta, there's nothing's going to change, unfortunately. And that's really the only thing I want to change right now. And so I'm just hoping that they fix the problem for end game players who are leaving and fix the problem for those beginning players that are post level 85.
So, yeah, and my 2 big things, I agree with you completely, because at the end of the day, we're content creators. I've been streaming this game for somehow 330 days straight. Don't ask about my mental health. Don't. But the 2 big things that I think they need to do is show, and I said this in my video, that they care about this game just half as much as we do. Like, that's all I want to see. I want to see effort. Like, little bugs within ships where the ships are just flying drunk. Like, that's just a stupid bug. It shouldn't be happening. With the progression, like how you mentioned, like how hard it is for free-to-play players to reach level 50. I think it should almost be a guarantee to at least reach level 50 at the end of the episode pass, like no matter what. Like if you're skipping like a third of the days in a month, okay, sure. But if you skip like a week, then I think you should still have a chance overall. But at the end of the day, I think it's quite important that we get a new game mode. That's my first one, is where we can get a game mode that excites us, whether that is something where we can use all of our characters actually and finally get use out of them, and it makes it more diverse and without a relic cap, right? Without a way of saying, oh yeah, like in TB you can use Night Sisters, but are they at relic 9 for this planet? Oh, you can use what was it? It was like, I think the Rogue One squad, but you need them at like relic 8 on it. Like I don't like that. I think so. One update I'm hoping is a new game mode where you can fully use your roster. The second thing that I am hoping for in this update is a sense of community engagement. We've lost community engagement with the no puzzles for any of the GL Hondo stuff. They have not done any marketing or like community-wide events for Hondo. They did it for Maz Kanai. We got a community event for the Conquest unit, yet we didn't get one for their new Galactic Legend. So I'm really hoping to find in this update a way for them to do that where it's like, oh, so you know how we have the eras and all that. So each episode there's going to be a community event, and instead of just leaking everything, we do community events within the game to unlock news about those characters, marquees, X, Y, and Z. Because I think the most fun part is the fact of speculating, thinking of stuff. Because when you already know all the characters now, it's like, oh, okay, Captain Silvo's out now. Okay, oh, look, Vayne, nobody. We don't even know who this is, right? Like, you lose that same hype and excitement that you had before. And I just think that it's quite important in my eyes to get that hype and excitement back into the community on the speculation side and all of that to help with that engagement and understanding of the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I do think that something like a community event coming in and giving like extra shards for the new characters and like working together as an entire game, I think would be a great idea to bring back in. And like doing something like the puzzles and stuff. Honestly, I think it'd be a lot of fun if you did the puzzles again, and then if we like successfully get it in a certain amount of time, depending on how long it takes the community, like give a certain amount of shards for one of the new characters, and like just increase it by, you know, how fast we figure it out and that type of thing. I think it'd be a lot of fun to do that kind of thing, but we'll see what CG's doing. I don't know. Their community
I see you're not
outreach
going for
is...
Hondo. I see you're not going for Hondo, and people were asking me, wait, who's gonna make the guides? Who's gonna do the thing? So now I'm keeping all my characters at the bare minimum requirements in order to do that bare minimum testing without the Zetas and everything to do that. So, but I was like, dang, Beaver ain't going for it?
Yeah, I mean, I justified the Ahsoka and went for the Ahsoka, and not only was Ahsoka a garbage character, but the event's so easy that it really doesn't need a guide, and they seem to be on that path of like making GL events easy enough that you don't need to like really try. Like literally, if you could auto the Ahsoka event, I would auto the Ahsoka event. And so like I'm assuming GL Honda is going to be the same way. I don't. I like the challenging levels. Like my favorite legendary event is Malik. I think that the mechanics are super interesting.
You're crazy.
And I think that they did a really good job on that one. Like there's ones that are hard that are needlessly stupidly hard, which, you know, you have Afra, you have Gas, you have GI, you have these needlessly stupid ones. But when you add in some cool mechanics and give yourself like a little thing that you have to balance and a thing to keep in mind, like the Malik event, I think is really, really solid and like shows good mechanics for a event. Whereas like, you know, there's also the cinematic side, which I also like. So like, you know, my other favorite one is the Beskar Mandalorian one, because we get a lot of cinematics on that one. And so, you know, Ahsoka is very cinematic, zero actual mechanics that you need to learn.
Well, and the one argument that I will make, and it's like I've seen this argument before, so call me devil's advocate, is, oh, we farmed all these characters, we farmed all these Zetas, we got all the relics and everything. We just want the character. So I can also see that aspect of players saying, yeah, just give me the character, right? You know? But from a content perspective, it's not that fun, dare I say, because there's no challenge. It's hard to engage with the community. It's like, okay, wait, like, because that excitement of beating that event after you're trying it for like 2 hours, or that tier within the event, I think that's where you just get the most excitement and engagement, you know? But I can see the perspective of, hey, we already did all these relics, we did all that, but at the end of the day, we just want the character. We, like, some people are like, I spent the money, I gave you the money, just give me the shiny new toy, right? So I can understand that perspective, but
it's definitely a vocal minority for that one, because like you've got like the Balin event, which is literally one tier that you complete 3 times. And it's super easy to do. Everyone hated this event. This was like one of the worst openings to an event. Everyone was so pissed because it's just, there's no cinematics. It opens up on a map. You play through a battle and you're done, and then you play through it 3 times, and everyone just despised this. And this was essentially the closest they've ever gotten to just, hey, here's the character. And like people hated this. And so like the reason that they've always done things, made raids, all that type of stuff, they always talked about letting us live through moments in the Star Wars universe. And so like if they were just to hand us these legendaries and that type of stuff with no event, I feel like a lot of people would be very, very upset, because a lot of people, that's kind of like the thing they hold on to, is being able to be like, oh, I get to relive the events of this thing. And especially because nowadays we don't have Star Wars games. Disney's not willing to let us have Star Wars games. You look back at 2005, we got the Revenge of the Sith game, Battlefront 2, and Republic Commando all in that year. What an amazing year for Star Wars. We get one every 3 to 5 years now.
I do have some information on that, which it's not a crowded audience, so I'm not worried. I'm not going to say a name or anything like that, but one of my buddies did do an internship with I think it was BioWare, something like that. It was an internship where he was working with developers, like just learning the mechanics, what it's like to go. He went in the memes, all that stuff like that, and like he mentioned the word Star Wars, and he said that the people in the meeting legit laugh. They just started laughing. And his protege, or like the person that he was understudying, was like, yeah, like Star Wars is a franchise where a lot of companies just don't want to touch with the 10-foot pole, for the fact that a game is either really good or it's really bad, right? So there's no in between of like, oh yeah, this game's okay, it's nice and niche, right? So like with the multiplayer game, he used the Hunters as an example. It was like, yeah, it's a new Star Wars game, it's multiplayer, yeah, but it was missing this, so everybody just fell off, and there's always something to complain about, right? And so when I heard that, I'm like, is the franchise just frowned upon? And he's like, I didn't ask that, but like from the perspective I got, it just seems as if like Star Wars is that franchise that everybody wants to have, but they're scared to take that leap of faith, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't reach out to Disney. You just can't. They ignore you if you try to reach out to them. The guy who wrote the Thrawn trilogy has a bunch of stories he wants to tell inside the Star Wars universe, and he just can't, because he can't get in contact with them. It takes months and months to get a response on literally the smallest, hey, I'm thinking about doing a project. And then they're like 6 months later, oh, hey, yeah, okay, well, tell us your pitch. And then he like sends the pitch, and they're like 6 months later, we'd like this change. Like, and it's like, this is ridiculous. How do you, like, unless they reach out to you, you literally cannot get anything done with Disney right now, which is no bueno.
Yeah, and I hope for the day that we get a game. I'm a big Battlefront 3 advocate. I have over 57 days of gameplay on Battlefront 2. So, I mean, I love that game with a passion. It's a game you can always go back to. It feels as if there's something new and interesting all the time. But at the end of the day, my biggest concern, and this update, I see a Relic 10 coming. I see a new wall to keep the whales and krakens intrigued. I see a new currency or new something coming in. But if they're going to continue this, and I'll close out this because I know you need to get some rest, is if the relic gating of bonus drops, which is their easiest way to make it to the point of, hey, here's a freebie, here's a good thing that we're doing to the community. If they're going to keep this up of tying it behind these characters, being at relics, at 5 stars, I don't care about that. If they're going to keep doing that free thing, that's just spitting in our face, in my opinion. because that's something that we value, we take pride on, we hoard up energy for XYZ. And we do not even have, Beaver, here's the thing. We don't even have information on what the rewards are going to be on the bonus drop. We don't. So, like, if people wanted to go for it, it'd be like, okay, well, maybe I'll consider getting them to 5 stars in Relic 3. That's not too horrible. What are you getting out of it?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? What is going to propel
these have to be like the best drops we've had in a long time. Otherwise,
it has to be Relic 9. Has to be Relic 9.
Like, even if it's just like, oh, we can farm Zetas, we can farm Kyrotech, that kind of stuff like it normally is, it has to be like, the drop rates have to be wild. Otherwise, there's no point to requiring a Relic 3. None of us are going to care. Because, like, the last couple of additive drops, the drop rate has been so bad that most of us don't even, like, buy extra energy. Like, I used to buy extra energy. Like, you know, I'd go into the 100 crystal refreshes and occasionally 200 if it was a good drop rate for Zetas or something like that. But, like, now I just don't. I've stopped interacting with the additive drops. And so if they're gatekeeping it behind Relic 3... that's even more of just, I'm not going to put extra crystals into it. I'm not going to buy packs. I'm not going to do anything. So
well, and here's to add on to your point is, if they're doing these bonus drops, are we saying goodbye to free character shards? Is that not going to be a thing anymore? If they're tying these behind Relic, if you have your character at Relic and even at 5 stars, what are these bonus drops going to be? Right? Because a big thing that people value is, like, after a year around, when they are permanently put into the journey guide, they're like, oh, here's some bonus drops and we're going to help you finish up that farm. Now you can get Seared, or like now that you can get Giant Knight Kestis. Like, those bonus drops were great because it's like, oh, he's not a top end character anymore, but hey, he still has his uses. I want to get him, right? But it seems as if instead of doing all of that, it seems like what I was going back to, our overarching conversation, they seem to be going into this FOMO, fear of missing out, diving more into this, as well as just focusing on, I guess, monetizing the game even more, because it is cheaper getting characters at 6 stars than it was before, right? You can get a character at 7 stars for almost half the price now with this era of stuff. But at the end of the day, I just am hoping that we get some news. I just want communication effort. We don't even have confirmation of what the next era is. We already knew when the pirate era. So it's hard for me as a content creator. I know you probably feel the same way, but I won't put words in. Of being excited about a game when there's issue upon issue upon issue that is being failed to address, and then when there is something coming up, they wait till last minute so that you're last minute spending, last minute hoarding, stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah, they're definitely playing on the last minute stuff pretty harshly.
But all right, sounds good. I will let you wrap up your stream. I appreciate you calling. Good conversations. I'm gonna shit on your Swigo takes now on my stream. I mean your Star Wars takes, not Swigo.
Okay, one more time. Here's Rotten Tomatoes, guys. Different list. Number 1, New Hope. Very cool. Number 2, oh, he's gone. Okay. Empire Strikes Back, number 2 with a 93%. And then we got, here we go, Attack of the Clones with a 62% down at number 9. Also, to be fair, I actually don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. This is just to prove a point. But Rotten Tomatoes, this is not 94%, as in it got a 94% out of 100% on how good it is. It means 94% of the critics that watched this enjoyed it, which is a very different number by a large margin. And so this is literally just, did I like it or did I not like it? And out of, let's say 100 people, 94 of those 100 people said I liked it, and 6 said I didn't like it. And so that's why I don't trust or like Rotten Tomatoes personally, is because it kind of leads you to believe one thing where it means something very, very different, which is why you could end up seeing a movie that has like an 84%, but it's kind of a garbage movie, but it's like a feel-good movie. And so, like, because it's garbage, you'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. But like it's worth a watch. It feels good. And so, 80% of the critics were like, yeah, it made me feel good. I'm going to say, yes, I enjoyed it, even though it was crap. So.
No. We're back, and I just pulled it up on my stream. Top 10 cringeworthy Star Wars moments. Number 5, when the twins kiss in Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. Cringe.
I mean, how many of those on the list are from Episode 2?
None.
Sure.
No, I have it pulled up for my stream.
But also, to be fair, you should never measure Star Wars by cringe, because if it's not at least a little cringe, it's probably not a Star Wars show you're watching. All Star Wars is cringe to some degree. Anyways.
No. And yeah, all right, can we agree on this? Can we agree on this one point? The Obi-Wan is a better character than Luke Skywalker will ever be.
I think that both characters aren't greatest characters, but they are characters that are beloved. Luke is simply a face to be the hero's journey and to allow us to kind of put ourselves in that moment. Exactly, he's boring for a reason, because it's meant to be something
as a character
that we can put ourselves into. Obi-Wan, we don't actually see any of the progression of Obi-Wan. It's all between movies until the Obi-Wan show. Everything else is just a static character that doesn't change. He doesn't change in Clone Wars.
Yes, he does.
Name one thing that changes about the character from the start of the movie to the end of the movie.
Satine. Duchess Satine, his romance. He literally went against the Jedi Council and the Republic's order to go to Mandalore to rescue her.
What part of that has to do with Star Wars Episode 2?
Oh, we're talking about Episode 2?
Yeah, I just said, literally in every movie, everything happens between the movies, and until we got Kenobi and Clone Wars, Kenobi was just a...
He's like, yes, Master Yoda says that Qui-Gon literally is bending the rules in the sense and tells him, no, this is what you should do instead. And so Kenobi went from this book-heavy guy to when he started taking on Anakin, you see him bending the rules. You see him going not just through the Jedi order and stuff. He goes to Dex's diner to get information in the underground world, right? So he's went from this book perfect Jedi to being, I'm gonna follow. We see it in Episode 1, even the character development of him defying the Jedi Council and saying, no, I will train Anakin regardless of the council's decision. Because he goes from telling Qui-Gon, well, you need to listen to the council master, to literally defying the council himself after Qui-Gon dies.
And then Episode 2, he's just, follow the council, Anakin. The council's always right. What are you doing on that planet, Anakin? Why aren't you doing what the council's telling you to do? Episode 3, he is the council. And he's like, hey, council wants you to spy on this. I'm encouraging you to because I'm part of the council. He doesn't change. He keeps a promise to Qui-Gon in Episode 1. He doesn't change.
No, he does change. It's changing his persona as him willing to leave the order in order to train him. He literally says, I will go against the council and train. That is a change from him obeying the council's every word to him being able to say, I'm going to defy what you're saying, Grandmaster Yoda, and I'm going to train Anakin. And then Yoda, he literally says, since Qui-Gon's, I think it was some word, it was about Qui-Gon, I sense that in you. And Yoda literally just caves and he's like, he speaks on the behalf of the whole council, which, okay, that is funny. Yoda's just like, I'm not even having a council meeting. Screw it. Fine. You can train the boy. But there is more character development. But with Luke, there's no character development. I see nothing. And don't even forget to say, Luke failed his Jedi trial to become a Jedi. Vader had to save him. If it was not for Vader, Luke would have turned to the dark side. He would have killed Palpatine. And he would have given into that to save the people, to save the rebellion. Sure, okay. But that is giving into temptation. And so Luke, in all honesty, he's not a Jedi in my eyes. He's not. He's a crybaby, farm boy wannabe, scrap piece of junk, which coming from me who eats ramen and stuff, that's not saying much, but Anyways, I think Luke is the most overhyped, overloved character that does not deserve the love he gets.
So, Steelhawk saying, too far in the weeds, let's just all have fun watching Star Wars, as well as someone saying, what was it, Con Warlock, Beaver, I like you, but don't start crapping on Obi-Wan. I'm not crapping on Obi-Wan. I'm not. I'm saying he's a static character. He's an unchanging character. In the same sense, in Episode 4, Darth Vader is a static character where there's literally no difference. And it's not until 5, 6 that we actually see him as a dynamic character, and he becomes something different besides a representation of evil.
But here's the thing that you gotta admit, in Clone Wars, it shows Obi-Wan as a truly diverse character. You can't deny it.
He's a fleshed out character, yeah. But I'm just saying that he's a static character. And that doesn't stop him from being beloved by any standard or metric. I mean, people love Darth Vader in Episode 4. People love Boba Fett, and Boba Fett's like literally one of the most static characters ever. Even in the books.
I wouldn't say Boba Fett's static. If you read the comics and books, he's not static.
Yeah, he's pretty static. They tried to keep true to he's this guy who barely talks and all that type of stuff all through the Mandalorian armor series. Like, he's pretty static. Like, he has a little bit of a character arc, but he doesn't change who he is. So, but yeah, overall, like, I'm not crapping on any Star Wars character or really any Star Wars movie, because I still love every Star Wars movie.
Oh, I'm crapping on Empire Strikes Back. I'll make that clear. I don't.
Yeah, Yes, do I think Episode 2 is one of the weakest? Yes. Do I still watch it every year? Yes. It's a Star Wars movie. Any Star Wars movie is going to be better than no Star Wars movie, except for Episode 9.
Mando and Grogu movie's so pointless.
Just overall, when it comes to Star Wars, if you just start hating on people, hating Star Wars, hating anything like that, then you're just becoming toxic when it comes to Star Wars, and that's not okay. What I'm trying to say here is essentially, Luke is a dynamic character. They portray him that way. Obi-Wan's not necessarily a main character, so they don't portray him as that. He's meant to be a mentor figure. He's meant to be static. That's kind of the point. He's meant to be there as the solid grounding thing. That doesn't mean I don't love Obi-Wan as a character. And that's what was so interesting to me about Kenobi in the initial part. I didn't enjoy Kenobi a ton, but like the idea of him struggling, because we've always seen him as this solid rock in most cases. And so seeing him on that other side of unsure of his choices, did he really go through something that's okay? That was definitely very interesting to me. So when it comes to it, Clone Wars, great movie. Episode 5, great movie. I love all of them. I prefer Episode 5. I think it is a superior movie in almost every way. But that doesn't negate the fact that I love Star Wars regardless of the movie. The only one that I've never understood is people who say Episode 9 is their favorite, just because Episode 9 feels so disrespectful to so many different things in Star Wars. And doesn't even feel like a complete movie. It feels very jarring. And like it's just trying to scrape together the remnants of a destroyed plate. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a coherent movie, and that's the one that I'm just like I've seen it twice, and I probably should go back and watch it again, see if it holds up at all. And I know that there's going to be a generation that loves Star Wars Episode 9. That's great. Whatever gets you into Star Wars, I'm happy for you. If you are one of those kids who grows up with the sequels, great. Love Episode 7, love Episode 8, love Episode 9. You do you. Whatever gets you into Star Wars sounds great to me. So, if you had 7 seasons of animation about Luke, he'd be a lot more fleshed out too. It's hard to say with Luke. Luke is an interesting one because he's designed to be that main character that you can impress yourself on. So he's not meant to be the most interesting character. And George Lucas is very obsessed during production of 4, 5, and 6. He was very obsessed with the hero's journey, and to like a ridiculous extent. And so he was like, if you're studying the hero's journey, in school you can go and watch Episode 4 and be like literally mark down every single piece so easily because it's so obviously the hero's journey. And it makes it almost not fun to read other series and watch other series at times that involve the hero's journey. Like I just read Aragon. reread Aragon, and so much of it I'm like, this is just Star Wars but with dragons. Like so many of like the pieces are, this is just the hero's journey. This is just very similar to Star Wars. It's because it's the same beats of the story, and sometimes that happens, especially when someone like George Lucas comes around and makes one of the most popular pieces of media ever based around the hero's journey. So I think Luke, you know, was a really cool character in EU. Not the greatest character in the originals, just because we didn't get to see enough of him. Like, he was good enough to enjoy, see a dynamic shift, be able to imprint yourself on him and be like, you know, feel the emotions there that he was feeling and that type of thing. But he did lack a little bit of depth for sure, in my opinion. And I think that, you know, given some more time on any character, you could really flush that out. Hence the reason that we've seen Kenobi become a dynamic character with the Satine stuff, as well as the Kenobi show. And so given more media, you can always flesh out a character and make them more dynamic and make them more of a round character versus a static and flat character where they're, you know, there's only this much depth. They're supposed to be the mentor and that type of thing. So I don't know if I'm already seeing him ADP. I'm already seeing him in chat. There are people out there that love the sequels, and I don't know if he's joking. Bit Dynasty claims Episode 9 is his favorite Star Wars movie. That one I don't get. But Happen Battle Dragons? Were you trying to say Japan Battle Dragons? What are we talking about, ADP? Oh, Crate Dragons. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like Star Wars has kind of everything at this point. Still on? Yeah, Zai, still on. But yeah, regardless of who you are, regardless of what Star Wars movies you love, great. Don't be toxic. Don't crap on other people's things that they enjoy. Where ships in the Legends novel. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know what Legends novels that was from. But there's quite a few stories that like when it comes to the Legends books, I read whenever I could get my hands on. And I grew up in Alaska, so it's not like it was a big library that I was pulling from or anything. It was just whatever they could get in at the local library, I'd pull off and read. So like I've actually never read the Rogue Squadron novels. I've never read the Jedi. Oh, it's a longer series. I have one of the books on my shelf. I don't remember the name of them, but it's a big series and it's the Jedi something. I haven't read those either. For a hot cartel fleet, if we're talking about fleets and ships. Be an interesting one. Right now, I don't feel like we have really much room for a new fleet besides like something Galactic Republic based or Separatist based without like making a whole era or two about it. No, not the Jedi Academy novels. Hold on, let me find them. Jedi books, Legends. Ooh, that was an interesting one. I actually kind of liked that one. It wasn't like, I don't know. It has its moments of being kind of fan fiction-y, but I did like that one. Into the Void. It was like 23,000 years before the movies. This one. The Fate of the Jedi series, I think it's called. These ones. I never read the Fate of the Jedi series. Yeah. I own this one. That one's an interesting one. Oh, I agree, Ken. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a damn good time. I'm exhausted. I've got work in 7 hours. And I haven't been getting much sleep lately, and I am still sick. So I am going to go to bed. I'm going to go take a nice hot shower. And I'm going to go to bed. And I want to leave each and every one of you with a challenge today. My challenge is to go enjoy a piece of Star Wars content you haven't enjoyed in a while. I'm gonna go watch episode 9 this week. Go watch some piece of Star Wars content, or go read a book. I don't care. Whatever medium that you feel most comfortable. Go do something, either one that you haven't seen or watched before or read before, or do one that's you haven't done in a while. You know, whether that's Star Wars Visions, or whether that's going and reading The Mandalorian Armor, or, you know, going and reading a comic. Like, go consume an old piece of Star Wars, you know, whatever it might be, whatever you haven't seen in at least a year. You know, go watch Thumb Wars on YouTube, and where it's Star Wars Episode 4, but it's all thumbs. You know, whatever it might be. Yeah, go play some Racer's Revenge for the PS2, which is ported, and I love playing it so much. I have been having so much fun playing it, and I'm so glad it's ported. I've actually just today I just played some Revenge of the Sith, the PS2 game, for a little bit, because I own it on Xbox, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I challenge each and every one of you. Go out there, find a piece of Star Wars media you haven't consumed for a while, or you've never consumed, and go experience some more of Star Wars. Come back to me on our next stream, and we'll talk about them. Let's see. Is there anyone that we can raid? Why do these people leave their streams open? I don't know. Come on. There we go. Do you guys want to raid go raid Troopers while he's raging about my Star Wars takes? Although I don't know if I fully have a Star Wars take when it comes to things. It's more of just like, I have some opinions, but all Star Wars is good. Is there anyone playing? Sounds good, Ken. Let's see. Is there anyone playing a Star Wars game by chance? Hold up. This guy's playing, it says Elder Scrolls 3, which is Morrowind. Star Wars Part 5. I think this is a Star Wars mod for Morrowind. I might have to go with you guys here for 5 minutes and check out what this guy is actually streaming. But I'm going to send you guys over to him just because it sounds fascinating. And we'll send those on Twitch over to this guy. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed our new Jocasta Poo screen that we're going to be using from now on. But big shout out to those who contribute to the Beaver Dam, including Zai. Thank you so much for the $10 today, my friend. Big shout out to our Damn Sugar Daddy, Little Cuzzle, our Damn Best members, current and formerly always have home on our end screen, and our Damn Elite, of course. Thank you guys so much for being here, and let's go check out what this guy's doing in Morrowind that's Star Wars related.